I sat with it and I tried to find out why. And what I realized is with my own shadow and other people who I work with, their shadow, it's the fact that the fear of losing control. Because when you look at your own mind, you're essentially looking at repressed parts, dark parts, and you can get lost. It's a jungle in there. Literally sometimes it's like, where am I going? I thought this was the problem, and then I ended up over here. And you can get so lost in the jungle of your own mind. But the fear, this is the whole point. The fear is fear of losing control. So if we look at it, you look at the surface layer. Let's make this more practical because it's slightly abstract. I always speak abstractly, so let's make it more specific. You got this surface layer of your own mind. Now you have your ego, and you have your identity, and you have your shadow work. So through the shadow work, the ego has to be confronted. There's parts of your identity now that, let's just say it as it is, that may not actually be you. They may be elements that you've picked up throughout your childhood, throughout your life, and you're working on them, but they're not really you, your authentic self. And so the ego, it goes into crisis mode because it's thinking, well, I know who I am. I know what my beliefs are. And so when you confront this darkness, it's very scary because you have to confront your own identity and say to yourself, well, in actual fact, this wasn't me. So you have behaviors now. It could be people-pleasing. It could be self-sabotaging. And let's be honest, it could be more sensitive. It could be sexual desires or sexual fetishes. I've spoken about this a lot across, my many episodes, where this is where the shadow lives. It lives in this darker, more, primal side of our mind. And so our behaviors, our actions, our desires, etc., when you shine a light on that, you realize these things may not actually be you. And sometimes we enjoy these things, of course. Sometimes these are things that we've built our life on. Some people build their whole career on an identity. And so you get to a point where you realize, you think, shit, this is not even me. And of course, the ego doesn't want this. So that's the surface layer. But, behind all of this, we'll go a little bit deeper now. It's the fact that you're in this position, and it's the fear of obviously losing control, but the fear of what if you're evil? This is what I came across. I had some very random images in my mind, monstrous images, evil images, and I used to think, am I a bad person? Now, I realize now it's just things that I've watched, like movies or stories or ideas, and they get all jumbled up in the mind. And I do obviously a lot of research for the channel, so I do come across a lot of data and things that, may not be common knowledge, and sometimes that goes in the mind as well. But, you realize that the fear of not looking at that because you're fearing of losing control, or being a fear of being a bad person, or fear of losing control of life, whatever. It's not what keeps you. No, that's not what I mean. Like, we don't look at it because we're fearful of it. But the irony is that it is already in our life. It's already controlling our life. It's already leading to fear. Us shining a spotlight onto it only allows us to have a better chance at grasping and healing and integrating the shadow. So we fear it, but once we face it, we realize that in actual fact, it doesn't lead us to lose control. It leads us to gain control, because these shadow elements that we fear so much, they're already present in our thoughts, our feelings, in our own mind. And so we should not fear it, because the only way that when you face it, that's the only way you can gain control, which is the one thing you fear losing. Do you see what I mean? It's a bit of a messy way to say it, I suppose, but that is the long and short of it. And what I've noticed, certainly with myself, and I bet you've noticed this as well, is that when you look at your own shadow, the fear puts barriers in your way, my body and my mind started to feel tired. Because you have mind tiredness and you have body tiredness. They're slightly different things. But I found it's like a fake version of my own body where I wasn't actually tired, but it was like a placebo effect where my body was faking being tired so that I didn't do the shadow work. I'm not too sure if this is I need to research this, but this is a very interesting thing I came across. I was like, this is weird, right? But then when you do the shadow work as well, you'll say, oh, I can't do this tonight. Something else has come up. Or, this is the point is that the more on track you are and the closer you are, the more you will feel this fear. It's a sign that you are on the right tracks and in the right direction. Now, I would add a caveat that you have to be careful. You don't want to re-traumatize yourself. Of course, there is fear there naturally. This is how the subconscious learned, often through fear. There was fear, and so it got in your shadow, etc. But if you're dealing with some heavy emotions, then obviously don't do this alone. Do this with a professional. It goes without saying. But the point is that if it's safe to do so, if you're comfortable to do so, and you don't go straight in, that's the thing, it's in layers. You look at the fear and you go a little bit deeper and say, okay, I've had enough for today. Let's go back in a couple of days, etc., etc. But the point is to face it and to do it, because otherwise it will, it'll still be in your life, whatever happens.